Gunnar Johnson. Batting second and playing left field, K.C. Nix. Batting third and playing right field, Lucas Braun. Batting fourth and playing first base, Mitchell Schniff. Batting fifth and catching, Brandon Whitehead. Batting sixth and playing second base, Andrew Berinsky. Batting seventh and playing third base, Michael Peterson. Batting eighth and playing shortstop, Gage Johnson. And batting ninth, a designated hitter, Xander Tinniger. Xander is DHing for the pitcher, Eli Schlinger. For the Westerners, leading off, the designated hitter, Hayden Wahlberg. Hayden is DHing for the pitcher, Ashton McCauley. Batting second, playing second base, Carter Wilkin. Batting third and playing left field, Michael Swancutt. Batting fourth, playing third base, Jack Terpstra. Batting fifth and playing first base, Casey Nielsen. Batting sixth and playing center field, Eric Allard. Batting seventh and playing right field, Tatum Wilkin. Batting eighth, the catcher, Nathan Gaswin. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, Connor Wendell.
Good evening, baseball fans, and welcome to Akron, Iowa here at Sargent Field for tonight's matchup against the MMCRU Royals, who come in tonight 4-1 versus the 8-3 Akron-Westfield Westerners. Tonight's starting lineup for the Royals, as they are warming up here, is starting off with number 20, Gunnar Johnson, playing center field. Batting second, playing left field, K.C. Nix. Batting third, playing right field, Lucas Braun. Batting in the cleanup spot, the first baseman, Mitchell Schnepp. Batting fifth, the catcher, Brandon Whitehead. Batting sixth, the second baseman, number 9, Andrew Berinsky. Batting seventh, the third baseman, Michael Peterson. Batting eighth, playing shortstop, Gage Johnson. And ending things off tonight for the Royals will be the designated hitter, Xander Tettinger. He is DHing for the pitcher, Eli Schlinger. Starting tonight, pitching for the Westerners is number 11, Ashton McCulley. McCulley comes into the night
Leading off for the Royals, the center
with an
fielder,
ERA of
Gunnar
only .71, pitching very well so far this year. Leading off for the Royals here, number 20, the center fielder, Gunnar Johnson. First pitch, ball low. Second pitch, also ball low. That pitch is a little high for ball 3. Count now 3-0. That pitch right down the middle for strike 1. Johnson watches it go by. That pitch high for ball number 4 will give MMCRU a leadoff runner.
Now batting the left fielder, K.C. Nix.
That will bring up the left fielder, K.C. Nix. That pitch low and away. That pitch popped out of play for strike number 1. Count now 1-1. KC comes into the night hitting fairly well, coming in with a batting average of .389 as McCulley throws over to first base, unable to get Johnson there. McCulley now comes to the plate for ball high, but the ball will get past the second baseman on a stolen base attempt by Johnson, and he will end up getting a third. As the pitch was a ball. Count now 2-1 on Nix, with no outs for the Westerners and a runner on third. That pitch is swing and a miss by Nix. Bring the count 2-2. That pitch lined into center field, right to the center fielder, Eric Allard, who sends it home and barely just doesn't get it there in time. And Johnson will score the first run of the night for the Royals.
Now batting the right fielder, Lucas Braun.
With that, that'll bring up the right fielder, Lucas Braun. That pitch popped into foul territory towards left field, but falls down for strike number 1. Ball number 1 there, just a little high. 1-1 now the count, with 1 out for the Westerners. That ball popped up and back, out of play for strike number 2. That ball right down the middle as Braun turns away from it for an out number 2 for the Westerners. That'll bring up the first baseman, Mitchell Schnepf. First pitch barely gets past the shortstop, goes down into left field, and Schnepf will make it to first base, bringing up the catcher, Brandon Whited. First pitch popped back out of play. Second pitch just a little low for ball number 1. That ball called foul. Hits just at Whited's feet. Plate umpire calls a foul for strike number 2. 1-2 now the count for Whited. 1 runner on base and 2 outs for the Westerners. That pitch low in the dirt, but a nice stop by the catcher, Nathan Gaswind. That ball just a little low. Full count now for Whited. That ball grounded over the second baseman, Carter Wilkin, who makes the throw to first, getting the Westerners their 3rd out of the inning. MMCRU starts off quick with a quick run, but the Westerners hold them to 1. We'll be right back after some words from
Big Sioux Seed, located in Akron, provides area farmers with Pioneer brand seed, products, and services. We grow when you grow. So contact us at Big Sioux Seed to see how we can help your farm operation. Big Sioux Seed, proud to support this live stream of Akron-Westfield Athletics. And Michael Harris and his crew looks forward to helping you learn more about how Pioneer brand can help you.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Welcome back here to Akron, Iowa. In the bottom of the first inning here, Royals put up a quick run against the Westerners, but the Westerners able to hold them to just that 1 run. pitching tonight for the Royals, number 30, Eli Schlinger. Schlinger comes in to the night. With an ERA of 0 after just only pitching 2 innings so far this year. Leading off for the Westerners, the designated hitter, Hayden Wahlberg. Wahlberg will be designated hitting tonight for the pitcher, Ashton McCulley. As he drives the first pitch into center field. Nice leadoff hit for Wahlberg there as he gets to first on the first pitch.
Now batting the second baseman, Carter Wilkin.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Carter Wilkin. Wilkin leads the team so far in RBIs. Has a batting average of .394, hitting very well this year. Wahlberg also is tied for the most steals for the Westerners so far this year with the third baseman, Jack Terpstra. So wouldn't be surprised to see him make a move towards second. That pitch is right down the middle for strike number 1. Wilkin fouls that one off and back into the net for strike number 2. 1-2 now the count. Schlinger throws back to first and falls down on the throw, trying to get Wahlberg over at first. Unable to do so, but definitely made quite the effort. Schlinger goes back home. Wahlberg steals. And the catcher, Brandon Whited, with a nice throw to get Wahlberg at second for the Royals' first out of the night. Pitch to Wilkin was a ball. 2-2 now the count. As he lines it to the left fielder, Casey Nix, who makes the catch.
Now batting the left fielder, Michael Schwanka.
2 outs for the Royals now. We'll bring up the left fielder, Michael Swancutt. As he fouls that first pitch off. Next pitch high above Swancutt's head for ball number 1. That pitch is driven sky high. Shortstop calls for it and backs up to make the catch. Royals get a quick 3 outs after catching Wahlberg trying to steal second base. After an inning of play, the Royals lead the Westerners 1-0.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Welcome back here to Sargent Field here in Akron, where the Royals currently lead the Westerners 1-0 after a full inning of play. As McCauley, the pitcher, just gets finished warming up here. It'll bring up number 9, the second baseman, Andrew Berinsky.
Leading off for the Royals, the second baseman, Andrew Berinsky.
First pitch, called a strike. Second pitch popped up into foul territory, but the first baseman, Casey Nielsen, will go over to make the out. And that'll bring up number 23, the third baseman, Michael Peterson. McCauley with the first pitch strike. That second pitch is fouled off. Oh, hit a car right on the windshield for the second strike. Hope there's no damage on that car over there. As McCauley now comes, gets ready for the third pitch. Leading with an 0-2 count. Ball is grounded. Gets past the pitcher, but the shortstop gets over there, unable to make the quick enough throw over to first base. And Peterson will make it safely.
Now batting the shortstop, Gage Johnson.
That'll bring up the shortstop, Gage Johnson. As McCauley throws over to first. Nice move, but not quick enough. As Peterson is able to make it back to the base. That pitch, swing and a miss by Johnson. For strike number 1. McCauley throws back over to first, but Peterson makes it back safely. As Peterson takes off towards first, but Johnson bunts. And McCauley, the pitcher, makes the play at first.
Now batting the designated hitter, Xander Henniger.
Allowing Peterson to make it to second base. And that'll bring up the designated hitter, Xander Henniger, who swings and misses at the first pitch for strike number 1. Tintinger hitting well so far this year, has a batting average of .583, very well, as he watches that second pitch go by for a ball in dirt. As he drives that one to shortstop, barely missing the runner. Shortstop easily makes the play at first for the Westerners' third out of the inning.
Royals score no runs on one hit.
We'll be right back after.
Ag Optimus in Akron is dedicated to relationship-based trading and risk management. That means we emphasize the importance of getting to know each client well in order to personalize services to match all of our clients' needs. As risk management can often define a company's margins, competitiveness, and industry standing, we take this task very seriously, helping our clients execute trades and providing comprehensive market insights. Contact Ag Optimus in Akron today. Let us help you find solutions. Big Sioux Seed, located in Akron, provides area farmers with Pioneer brand seed, products, and services. We grow when you grow. So contact us at Big Sioux Seed to see how we can help your farm operation. Big Sioux Seed, proud to support this live stream of Akron-Westfield Athletics. And Michael Harris and his crew looks forward to helping you learn more about how Pioneer brand can help you.
Welcome back here to Akron, where after an inning and a half play, the Royals lead the Westerners 1-0 still. So Westerners look to get some runs here in the bottom of the second inning, and they'll do that leading off with Jack Terpstra, the third baseman.
For the Westerners, the third baseman, Jack Terpstra.
Terpstra hitting well this year, and I might be saying that a lot this game because this is two teams that have a lot of good hitters on them. So far, he leads the team in hits and has a batting average of .500 as he pops that one foul for strike number 1. Terpstra will watch that second one go by for ball number 1. 1-1 now the count. Third pitch inside for ball number 2. That pitch was driven to center field, but Gunnar Johnson, the center fielder, is there to make the catch for out number 1 here for the Royals.
Batting the first baseman, Casey Nielsen.
That will bring up the first baseman, number 7, Casey Nielsen. Nielsen watches the first pitch go by for strike number 1. Nielsen drives the second pitch right between the shortstop and third baseman into left field, and will reach first base safely.
Now batting the center fielder, Eric Allard.
With that, will bring up the center fielder, number 2, Eric Allard. Allard comes into tonight with a batting average of .370. With that, he fouls the first pitch back. Nice pitch by Schlinger to get Allard looking for strike number 2. 0-2 now the count for Allard with a runner on first. 1 out for the Royals. As he hits a nice ball right into right field. Right fielder slips trying to make the play, but still comes up with it and will keep the runners where they are. Runners now on first and second for the Westerners. With 1 out for the Royals, will bring up the right fielder Tatum Wilkin for the Westerners. As head coach Gordy Johnson for the Westerners will put in a pinch runner for Nielsen over at second. The pinch runner will be Alex Enriquez, number 8. Westerners trying to make up that run from earlier that they could have had in the first inning when Hayden Wahlberg was picked off by the catcher at second base. So that first pitch is a ball outside. That pitch fouled back for strike number 1. One and one now the count for Tatum Wilkin at the plate. As the pitcher Schlinger will throw over to second to try and get the runner Enriquez, but are unable to do so. Pitch now, fouled down into the dirt for strike number 2. One and two now the count for Wilkin. And he fouls the ball over towards the third baseman. Runners still on first and second here for the Westerners, with 1 out for the Royals. That pitch high for ball number 2. Schlinger's got a couple people looking so far with that pitch, but leaves it just a little high that time. This comes with the fastball high for ball number 3. Full count here now for Wilkin. As Wilkin drives a ball into left field, it's over the left fielder's head and bounces over the fence for a ground rule double. That will score
now batting the catcher, Nathan Gaswin.
That'll score a runner for the Westerners. Runners now on Second and third now for the Westerners. After that hit by Wilkin tied up the game. I'm sure he would have rather that ball not hop over the fence. Probably could have scored another run. But I'm sure the Westerners will take that. As the batter now, the catcher for the Westerners, Nathan Gaswin, pops one up for strike number 1. Still one out here for the Royals. As Schlinger, the pitcher, throws over to third. But Allard over there on third gets back easily. Up pitch called strike for strike number 2 here for Schlinger. For Schlinger, the pitcher, as he tries to get out the freshman catcher here for the Westerners. As I say that, comes with ball number 1 high. 1-2 the count now for Gaswint. That pitch low in the dirt. Catcher Brandon Whited makes a nice play to keep it in front of him, to keep Allard over at third. Gaswind fouls that one off over towards the Royals dugout. Count remains 2-2 here, with 2 outs for the Royals. Runners on second and third for the Westerners. That one falls just in, but Gaswin doesn't like the call. Nonetheless, still out number 2
Now batting the shortstop
for the Royals.
Wendell.
Will bring up the shortstop, Connor Wendell. Runners still on second and third for the Westerners. So Wendell tries to drive in some more runs. With that, pops one up to center field, but trouble, and it will fall between the 4 different players there trying to catch the ball. Coming in from every angle. There's 4 players over there. Second baseman, shortstop, center fielder, and right fielder all going for the ball, but it lands right in the middle of them.
Designated hitter, Hayden.
And will score the 2 runners on base for the Westerners. Wendell now on first. Will bring up the designated hitter, Hayden Wahlberg. Last time Hayden was up, got a hit, but then got thrown out by the catcher trying to steal second. I'm sure he'd like that one back. So that pitch is low in the dirt for ball number 1. Wahlberg watches that pitch go by as well for ball number 2. 2-0 now the count for Wahlberg. As he watches that one go by for strike number 1. As Connor Wendell stole second on that play. Catcher Brendan White hesitated just a second and would allow Wendell to reach second. As Wahlberg now grounds one over to third baseman, who makes the play at first base for the out number 3 for the Royals. The Westerners score 3 runs in the inning and now lead the Royals 3-1. We will be right back after some words from our sponsors.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Akron here in the top of the third inning after the Westerners score 3 runs to take the lead in the game over the Royals.
Center fielder Gunnar Johnson.
Leading off for the Royals is number 20, the center fielder Gunnar Johnson, back at the top of the order here for the Royals. As he grounds it over the shortstop, who makes the out at first. Close play there, some wheels by Johnson, but just not quick enough.
The left fielder, K.C.
That will
Nix.
get the first out for the Westerners, as it brings up the left fielder, K.C. Nix. As he grounds one also over to the shortstop. And he will again make a close play at first, but beats him out for the second out of the inning for the Westerners.
Now batting the right fielder, Lucas Braun.
2 pitches, 2 hits to the center fielder and he throws over to first for the out. Will bring up the right fielder, Lucas Braun, who fouls the first pitch off. As that pitch is called for strike number 2. 0-2 now the count for Braun. That ball just a little low for ball number 1. That pitch also low for ball number 2. 2-2 now the count for Braun. As McCulley, the pitcher, tries to make this a quick 1-2-3 inning for the Westerners. Braun pops that one up to the third baseman, who will make the catch. Quick inning there for the Westerners. And we'll be right back after a few.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Ag Optimus in Akron is dedicated to relationship-based trading and risk management. That means we emphasize the importance of getting to know each client well in order to personalize services to match all of our clients' needs, as risk management can often define a company's margins, competitiveness, and industry standing. We take this task very seriously, helping our clients execute trades and providing comprehensive market insights. Contact Ag Optimus in Akron today. Let us help you find solutions.
Welcome back here to Akron. In the bottom of the third inning, the Westerners lead the Royals 3-1. After last time up, they scored 3 runs.
Leading off for the Westerners, will be the second baseman, Carter Wilkin. First pitch low for ball number 1. Second pitch, ball outside. 2-0 now the count for Wilkin. As that pitch is called for strike number 1. That pitch driven over towards first, but will sneak right by him. Wilkin will easily get over to first, giving the Westerners a leadoff runner now. Will bring up the left fielder, Michael Swancutt. Swancutt bunts it down. Nice bunt, but the pitcher will make the throw over to first for the first out for the Royals. However, the bunt will allow Wilkin to reach second base and will bring up the third baseman, Jack Terpstra. Like I said earlier, Terpstra leads the team in hits. I'm sure he'd love one now. We'll be able to run in another run for the Westerners to extend their lead. As he watches the first pitch go by for ball number 1. Terpstra also watches that pitch go by, but that one called strike. One now count for Terpstra, with 1 out for the Royals, runner on second. As Terpstra pops that one sky high, third baseman calls it, and third baseman Michael Peterson will easily make the catch to give the Royals their second out of the inning. That'll bring up the first baseman, Casey Nielsen. That pitch is over Nielsen's head for ball number 1. That pitch also over Nielsen's head for ball number 2. Wilkin over to second. Thought about going just for a split second, but we'll decide to say it second. That ball low in the dirt. 3-0 count now for Nielsen at the plate. As he watches that ball go by for strike number 1. 3-1 now the count. With 2 outs and runner on second. Nielsen drives that one over to left field and sends it over the fence for a 2-run home run for Nielsen. What a hit for Nielsen right off the bat. You could tell it was going the distance. Great hit to extend the Westerners' lead now 5-1 over the Royals. That will bring up the center fielder Eric Allard for the Westerners. Who pops that one back and out of play. Allard swinging low for that one. Fouls the ball off for strike number 2. May have even hit the dirt with that swing. Really low swing. Oh, 0-2 count now for Allard. So that pitch goes high and outside for ball number 1. 1-2 count now for Allard. And that ball swing and a miss by Allard, who makes an attempt at first, but isn't going to get there. After a 2-run inning, 2 runs scored by Casey Nielsen on a home run, the Westerners lead the Royals 5-1.
Big Sioux Seed, located in Akron, provides area farmers with Pioneer brand seed, products, and services. We grow when you grow. So contact us at Big Sioux Seed to see how we can help your farm operation. Big Sioux Seed, proud to support this live stream of Akron-Westfield Athletics. And Michael Harris and his crew looks forward to helping you learn more about how Pioneer brand can help you.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Welcome back to Akron here. In the top of the 4th inning, Westerners currently lead the Royals 5-1. And leadoff batter Mitchell Schnepp with a quick grounder over to second base, who makes the play over at first for a quick out for the Westerners. That'll bring up the catcher Brandon Whited. Did Bob? A pitch, strike one. The count now 1-1.
Did you get anybody else home with him?
Yeah, there was one guy on base.
As he pops that one foul over towards right. But the right fielder, Tatum Wilkin, unable to get there. 1-2 now the count for Whited. As he swings and misses on that pitch for the second out of the inning for the Westerners.
Batting the second baseman, Andrew Borinsky.
That'll bring up the second baseman, Andrew Borinsky. First pitch, swing and a miss there by Borinsky for strike number one. Borinsky will watch that second pitch go by for ball number one. 1-1 now the count. That pitch, another swing and a miss for strike number two. 1-2 now the count. With 2 outs here for the Westerners. So that pitch is ball high. Another swing and a miss for Borinsky will get the Westerners their third out of the inning.
The Westerners lead the Royals 5-1.
We'll be right back.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Welcome back here to Akron in the bottom of the fourth inning, where the Westerners currently lead the Royals 5-1. Leading off for the Westerners will be the right fielder Tatum Wilkin.
Would the person, okay, thank you. Had to get the lights turned off.
Wilkin will watch the first pitch go by for ball number one. Ball just a little high. So he'll also watch that one go by, but called a strike. 1-1 now the count for Wilkin. He fouls that one off for strike number 2. Wilkin again fouls that pitch off to stay alive. There's that pitch again. Schlenger has used to get a couple batters looking, but just a little high. As Wilkin pops that one foul over towards third, but the third baseman unable to get there in time. Two now the count for Wilkin. After he's fouled a few off here to stay alive. Another one fouled off by Wilkin. Schlanger comes again with the changeup, but it hits Wilkin, who will take the base.
Nathan Gaswin.
That will bring up the catcher, Nathan Gaswint. The freshman catcher here for the Westerner has had a nice start to the year. Has a batting average of .318. As he pops that one up over towards behind second base, but the shortstop makes the catch for the first out. It's the exact same spot he hit it last time, but nobody was able to get to it last time. That time, shortstop will be there, and that'll bring up the shortstop, Connor Wendell. Wendell pops that one up as well into foul territory. The third baseman gets under it and makes the catch. Looked like he tripped there at making the catch, but Michael Peterson still able to hang on to it. 2 outs now for the Royals. We'll bring up the designated hitter, Hayden Wahlberg. Who turns as if he thinks it's going to hit him, but it doesn't, and is called strike by the umpire. Wahlberg drives that one into left field, and he'll get down. Will advance the runner to second base, and he will reach first. Runners on first and second here for the Westerners with 2 outs. We'll bring up the second baseman, Carter Wilkin, who, like I mentioned earlier, leads the team in RBIs, and he's got a man in position right here as the Westerners look to extend their lead. Wilkin watches the first pitch go by for ball number 1. Wilkin drives that one over to the second baseman, but he will meet. But Andrew Berinsky will easily make the play, and we'll get the third out for the Royals.
After 4 innings of play now, the Westerners lead the Royals 5-1.
Ag Optimus in Akron is dedicated to relationship-based trading and risk management. That means we emphasize the importance of getting to know each client well in order to personalize services to match all of our clients' needs. As risk management can often define a company's margins, competitiveness, and industry standing, we take this task very seriously, helping our clients execute trades and providing comprehensive market insights. Contact Ag Optimus in Akron today. Let us help you find solutions. Big Sioux Seed, located in Akron, provides area farmers with Pioneer brand seed, products, and services. We grow when you grow. So contact us at Big Sioux Seed to see how we can help your farm operation. Big Sioux Seed, proud to support this live stream of Akron-Westfield Athletics. And Michael Harris and his crew looks forward to helping you learn more about how Pioneer brand can help you.
Welcome back here to Akron in the top of the 5th inning, where the Westerners lead the Royals 5-1. Leading off for the Royals this inning will be number 23, the third baseman, Michael Peterson, who made the inning-ending
Michael Peterson
catch last inning. Actually, no, that was the second out at last inning. My apologies. As he pops one up into fair territory, but will fall out of play for strike number 1. Swings and misses at a high pitch there. 0-2 now the count for Peterson. That pitch low and gets by the catcher for ball number 1. Drives that one and a one-hopper to third baseman Jack Terpstra, who will make the throw to first for the first out of the inning for the Westerners.
Now batting is the shortstop, Gage Johnson.
Who's the pitcher?
That'll bring up the shortstop, Gage Johnson.
Ashton McCoy.
Swing and a miss there. First pitch strike. Hits that high ball, but will fall out of play over by left field for strike number 2. McCulley, the pitcher, shakes that pitch off, but will likes this one. He comes in with the fastball right up the middle for out number 2 for the Westerners.
Now batting the designated hitter, Xander Tinniger.
That'll bring up the designated hitter, Xander Tenninger. That ball is fouled back.
Henniger will just get a piece of that one to foul it off for strike number 2. 0-2 now the count with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th inning. And he drives that pitch right up the middle into center field. The Royals now with a runner on first will bring up the center fielder Gunnar Johnson.
Gunnar Johnson.
Coley throws over to first base, but Johnson easily getting back. The Westerner dugout warning their players they got wheels on first. It's a nice stop there by the catcher for ball number 1. That pitch just a little low for ball number 2. Henniger takes off towards second on that pitch as Johnson pops it up, but the catch will be made by the second baseman in the grass for the 3rd inning of the inning. 3rd out of the inning. We'll be right back after a few words from our sponsors.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back here to Akron, where the Westerners lead the Royals 5-1 in the bottom of the 5th inning. Leading off for the Westerners will be the left fielder Michael Swanka.
Leading off for the Westerners, the left fielder Michael Swanka.
First pitch called strike. Second pitch just over Swankut's head for ball number 1. 1-1 now the count for the leadoff batter. As he drives that one into left field, but will land, but will stay foul, and it's gone. Home run for Michael Swankut to give the Westerners another run. I thought that ball was foul, but it's just stayed in bounds
for the Westerners' second home run of the night.
Now batting the third baseman, Jack Terpstra.
That'll bring up the third baseman, Jack Terpstra. Another player on the Westerners capable of hitting a home run. He hit 2 earlier in the year as he watches that first ball go by outside. That pitch, fastball, down the middle for strike number 1. That pitch fouled off over towards first, but will stay foul for strike number 2. 1-2 now the count for Terpstra. That pitch high and outside for ball number 2. 2-2 now the count. With no outs here for the Westerners after they get a leadoff home run. That pitch driven hard foul towards right field. If that would have been foul, that for sure would have been a home run. Had quite the velocity off the bat. However, the count remains 2-2 for Terpstra. Schlenger comes with the changeup, but it'll be outside. Full count here now for Terpstra. As that ball goes high and outside for ball number 4. Now the Royals head coach will come out. Wants to talk to his players here. And he will make a pitching change here. So we'll be right back.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Ag Optimus in Akron is dedicated to relationship-based trading and risk management. That means we emphasize the importance of getting to know each client well in order to personalize services to match all of our clients' needs. As risk management can often define a company's margins, competitiveness, and industry standing, we take this task very seriously, helping our clients execute trades and providing comprehensive market insights. Contact Ag Optimus in Akron today. Let us help you find solutions. Big Sioux Seed, located in Akron, provides area farmers with Pioneer brand seed, products, and services. We grow when you grow. So contact us at Big Sioux Seed to see how we can help your farm operation. Big Sioux Seed, proud to support this live stream of Akron-Westfield Athletics. And Michael Harris and his crew looks forward to helping you learn more about how Pioneer brand can help you.
Welcome back here to Akron, where KC Nix will take over as pitcher here
Now
for the
batting
Royals.
first baseman, Casey Nielsen.
With that pitching change, it'll bring up the first baseman, Casey Nielsen, for the Westerners. Westerners have a runner on first and no outs as Nielsen watches that first pitch go by for ball number 1. Nix makes a throw over to first, but it'll go by the first baseman. Terpstra easily able to get over to second on the error. Runner now in scoring position for the Westerners as Casey Nielsen settles into the box. So that pitch is outside for ball number 2. Nielsen drives one between the third baseman and shortstop. And will make it to first and will advance Terpstra to third. Believe that's
Now batting
3 hits tonight
center fielder Eric
for the
Allard.
first baseman, Nielsen. Runners now on first and third with no outs for the Westerners will bring up the center fielder, Eric Allard. That ball low and away for ball number 1. That ball high. 2-0 now the count for Allard. That pitch gets past the catcher, and Terpstra will come into home standing up, score a run. Casey Nielsen will advance to second base. And the Westerners will advance their lead 7-1. 3-0 count now for Allard. As that pitch goes right down the middle for strike number 1. That ball comes in for strike number 2. Full count here now for Allard with no outs and a runner on second base. And the ball goes high. And Allard is walked.
Now batting the right fielder Tatum.
That'll bring up
Wilkin.
the right fielder Tatum Wilkin, who had a nice shot over towards left field last time up, as it but one hopped over the fence. He comes up with runners on first and second and no outs. First pitch low and outside for ball number 1. That pitch right down the middle for strike number 1. 1-1 now the count. Swing and a miss there for strike number 2. That ball fouled into the dirt just in front of home plate as Wilkin battles to stay alive. That ball driven to center field Center fielder Gunnar Johnson gets under it and makes the catch and will hold up the runners. That'll get the Royals their first out of the inning.
Now batting, the catcher, Nathan Gaskin.
And we'll bring up the catcher, Nathan Gaswint, as he goes over to talk to head coach Gordy Johnson. Discussing their plan, trying to get a few more runs this inning. Gaswint now stepping back into the box. With runners on first and second, one out. He pops that one foul. For strike number one. Hit another car. That is the second car hitting the windshield tonight. A dangerous night to be a car in the parking lot here at Sargent Field. Gaswint grounds that one to shortstop. Shortstop throws it to second, trying to get the double play, but just not in time as Gaswint barely beats out the throw over to second, and he'll stay safe.
Now batting, the shortstop, Connor Wendell.
Runners now on first and third for the Westerners. And Leighton Cook will come in and be a courtesy runner for the catcher. So Cook now over there at first. Cook's got a number of steals on the year. Wouldn't be surprised to see him go with a runner on third already. As that pitch is high for ball number one for the shortstop, Connor Wendell, now up to bat. That ball popped up to center field. Center fielder Gunnar Johnson calling for it and will easily make the catch for the third out of the inning. Western score two runs in that inning.
After 5 complete innings of play, the Westerners
lead the Royals 7-1 after 5 innings of play. We'll be right.
Ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Welcome back to Sargent Field here in Akron, Iowa, where after 5 innings of play so far, the Westerners lead the Royals 7-1. Ashton McCulley still on pitching duty for the Westerners. He's had a nice night, only giving up 1 run in the first inning. But since then, he's pitched really well. Leading off for the Royals this inning will be the pitcher, Casey Nix. Nix just came in to start pitching for the Royals last inning.
He'll swing and a miss on that first pitch. That pitch fouled off for strike number 2. 0-2 count now for Nix.
It's been a good game for Akron.
That pitch hit just over the shortstop's head into left field and will allow Nix to reach first base after starting off with 2 strikes. Royals get themselves a leadoff runner and will bring up the right fielder, Lucas Braun. As Nix takes off, Gaswin throws over to first, but misses him. Ball gets by into center field. Nix thinks about taking off, gets about 5 steps off the base. And Allard in center field throws it back to second, but Nix gets back safely. That ball fouled that back. 1-1 now the count for Braun, as he now has a runner in scoring position over at second base, trying to get some more runs here for the Royals. As that ball is called a ball low. That pitch grounded over to the second baseman, Carter Wilkin, who easily makes a throw over to first. Nielsen, the first baseman, fakes a throw over to third, but will hold on to it. Nix now over at third base with 1 out. Will bring up the first baseman, Mitchell Schneff. So far this year, Schnepp leads the team with 8 hits and has 15 RBI. He's got a runner at third base, looking to get in. And he sends that one sky high, but it will go foul out of play. For strike number 2. 2 strikes now for Mitchell Schnepp. As that ball goes high. 1-2 now the count, with a runner at third and 1 out. Schnepp pops that one up over towards left field. Center fielder calls him off. Nick takes off, and the just gets under the tag as the throw from the center fielder takes a big hop, and the catcher has to jump up to get it. Allows Nick to get under the throw.
Not batting.
And it'll give the Royals their second run of the night. That will bring up the catcher, Brandon Whited. With 2 outs. As he swings and misses on that first pitch. That ball just fouled. Just tipped by the batter for strike number 2. As he fouls that one out of play to stay alive. 0-2 now the count here for Whited. Whited fouls that one off yet again. Whited pops that one up. Second baseman calls for it. Carter Wilkin, the second baseman, makes the catch for the third out of the inning for the Westerners. The Royals score 1 run in that inning to bring the score Westerners 7, Royals 2.
All the best sports shows, all the best games on 101.5 FM and 1570 AM for your college sports, University of South Dakota. For NHL coverage, Minnesota Wild. For NBA coverage, Minnesota Timberwolves. For MLB coverage, Chicago Cubs. And the best games in both college and the pros with the ESPN Radio featured games. Never miss out on the action.
Ag Optimus in Akron is dedicated to relationship-based trading and risk management. That means we emphasize the importance of getting to know each client well in order to personalize services to match all of our clients' needs. As risk management can often define a company's margins, competitiveness, and industry standing, we take this task very seriously, helping our clients execute trades and providing comprehensive market insights. Contact Ag Optimus in Akron today. Let us help you find solutions.
Welcome back here to Akron, where after we're here in the bottom of the 6th inning. The Westerners lead the Royals 7-2. Leading off for the Westerners, back at the top of the order, will be Hayden Wahlberg, the designated hitter. Wahlberg will foul that first pitch back for strike number 1. KC Nix still pitching for the Royals as he finished off the last inning. We'll get Wahlberg swinging on that last pitch for an 0-2 count. Wahlberg fouls that pitch away. Wahlberg fouls that ball off of his shin. That never feels good. He'll take a second to walk it off. Umpire sweeping up the plate. Had a courtesy, giving Wahlberg some time. Wahlberg now steps back into the box as he wears one off the backside and will take his base over to first.
Now batting, Carter Wilkin.
Leadoff runner here for the Westerners will bring up the second baseman, Carter Wilkin. As Wahlberg steals second, he attempted to steal in the first inning but was thrown out. Makes it that time without a play by the catcher. As Wilkin drives that ball between center and left, the center fielder bobbles it, and they will send Wahlberg around third. Wahlberg will score. Wilkin, with a double, reaches second to give the Westerners an 8-2 lead over the Royals. A leadoff walk and a double for the Westerners here so far will bring up the left fielder, Michael Swancutt, who dribbles one into towards the shortstop, but he trips as he makes the throw, and it will get by the first baseman, which will allow Swancutt to go to second and Wilkin to go to third. Runners now on second and third for the Westerners. With no outs, will bring up the third baseman, Jack Terpstra.
Jack Terpstra.
Terpstra fouls that one off for strike number one. That ball low in the dirt for ball number one. 1-1 now the count for Terpstra. That ball, pass ball, gets by the catcher, so Wilkin will score standing up. And Swancutt will advance to third. That will bring the Westerner lead to 7 as they now lead 9-2. 2-1 count here with no outs for Terpstra. Runner on third. As he watches that ball go by. Ball outside. 3-1 count now for Terpstra. He watches that one go in. Ball inside. Will allow him to reach first.
Nielsen.
That will bring up the first baseman, Casey Nielsen, who earlier in the game homered one into left field. Doing so now would allow the Westerners to walk off the Royals. That pitch in the dirt, but a diving play by the catcher. Looks like it maybe hit him in the wrist. He's taking a moment to get up here. Diving with his hand out to stop that ball from going to the backstop and allowing the Westerners to score another run. Quite a play by the catcher. Brandon Whited is the catcher. Great play to stop that ball from allowing another runner for the Westerners. One now the count for Nielsen. As that ball is low for ball number 2.
That ball low and outside. 3-1 count. I'm sorry. Scoreboard now says 2-2 count.
He said 3-1.
Umpire saying 3-1. Was correct. As Nielsen grounds it to the shortstop, who bobbles the play, but still manages to get the out at first. But it did. But Nielsen, with that sacrifice grounder, did allow the Westerners to score another run. 10-2 now the lead for the Westerners, as that brings up the center fielder Eric Allard as he fouls one back. One runner still on third for the Westerners with 1 out. Reaches and fouls that ball off. 0-2 count now for Allard. As that ball goes high for ball number 1. Allard pops that one up. Will it stay in? Just barely. The first baseman, Mitchell Shep, goes over and makes the play. Leaning over the Royals dugout fence to make the catch for the second out of the inning for the Royals. That will bring up the right fielder Tatum Wilkin now to bat for the Westerners. And he gets nailed between the shoulder blades. And we'll head to first.
Next up for the Westerners.
That will bring up the freshman catcher, Nathan Gaswint, with a runner on first and third for the Westerners. That ball goes low for ball number. That ball popped back for strike number 1 for Gaswint. 1-1 now the count with 2 outs. Runners on first and third. As he watches that ball go by right down the middle for strike number 2. Gaswint grounds the ball over the shortstop, who bobbles it, and it goes past him into left field, who tries to make a throw on Tatum Wilkin at third base, but will miss the third baseman and will go to the fence. Wilkin will hold up at first. Runners now on first and second, and it also allowed another run to bring the Westerner lead to 11-2. Connor Wendell now up to bat for the Westerner, and Leighton Cook will go into pinch run for the courtesy run for the catcher. Just a reminder that if a team is leading by 10 at the end of an inning after 5 innings of play, they automatically win. But that will not go into effect this inning, as Connor Wendell pops one up into foul territory for an out. After 6 complete innings of play, the Westerners extend their lead over the Royals 11-2. We'll be right back after.
Big Sioux Seed, located in Akron, provides area farmers with Pioneer brand seed, products, and services. We grow when you grow. So contact us at Big Sioux Seed to see how we can help your farm operation. Big Sioux Seed, proud to support this live stream of Akron-Westfield Athletics. And Michael Harris and his crew looks forward to helping you learn more about how Pioneer brand can help you.
You ready to start a career with an exciting team? Thermobond is looking to add to our team of experts. We offer competitive wages, a positive work environment, and on-the-job training. Thermobond is headquartered in Elk Point, South Dakota, and for over 30 years we've been providing lightweight and precast solutions for multiple industries nationwide. Check us out and see if you'd like to start a new career with us today.
Welcome back here to Akron in the top of the 7th inning. The Westerners look to finish things off here.
Pitch hitting for the Royals.
To start things off for the Royals this inning, they'll send in a pinch hitter,
Cody Evans.
number 17, Cody Evans. McCauley's still pitching for the Westerners here in the 7th inning. It's that first pitch, low in the dirt for ball number 1. Second pitch, ball outside. 2-0 count now. That ball also outside. 3-0 count now for Evans. As he watches that pitch go by for strike number 1. 3-1 now the count. Fouls that one off over towards third base. Full count now for Cody Evans. And he will swing and miss for the first out of the inning for the Westerners. 2 more to go.
Not batting.
That will
Michael
bring up
Peterson.
the third baseman, Michael Peterson. As he swings at that high pitch for strike number 1. Another swing and a miss for Peterson. 0-2 count now. Peterson pops that one up into foul territory. First baseman Casey Nielsen running back for it, but unable to get there in time. So Michael Peterson will live to hit another time. Still an 0-2 count. 1 out now here for the Royals. So that ball is low for ball number 1.
That ball popped up to center field. Center fielder runs in and gets it. 2 outs now for the Westerners. As now head coach Gordy Johnson comes out.
Must be out of pitches.
McCulley, the pitcher, out of pitches now. Johnson will bring in a replacement for the Westerners as they try to get their last out to finish the game. The pitcher will be number 1, Tatum Wilkin. And Wahlberg will head to second base. We'll be right back after some.
This is your invitation to thrive in Yankton, South Dakota. Nestled on the bluffs of the Missouri River, plenty of outdoor adventures are waiting. Whether you work remote or in a traditional office, we have a spot for you. Quality health care, diverse manufacturing, progressive school system, Mount Marty University, and so much more. Explore with family and friends. Let's thrive together.
Ag Optimus in Akron is dedicated to relationship-based trading and risk management. That means we emphasize the importance of getting to know each client well in order to personalize services to match all of our clients' needs. As risk management can often define a company's margins, competitiveness, and industry standing, we take this task very seriously, helping our clients execute trades and providing comprehensive market insights. Contact Ag Optimus in Akron today. Let us help you find solutions.
Welcome back here in the top of the 7th inning here in Akron. The Westerners currently leading the Royals 11-2. Make a pitching change because their previous pitcher, McCulley, runs out of pitches. They'll bring in Tatum Wilkin to finish the game off. The Royals up to bat will be Gage Johnson. It's that first pitch. It's low in the dirt for ball number 1. Swing and a miss for strike number 1. 1-1 now the count. That ball fouled back. 1-2 now the count. As Wilkin looks to finish the job here for the Westerners. A pitch will be outside for ball number 2. Two count now. That ball also outside. Full count now with 2 outs for the batter, Michael Peterson. Sorry, Gage Johnson, the batter. As he watches that go by for ball number 4. The Royals will get a runner on first, but trailing by 9 points. A lot to make up. We'll bring up the designated hitter, Xander Tedinger, now actually playing left field. As he pops one into right field, the right fielder, Carter Wilkin, gets under it for the final out of the game. The Westerners defeat the Royals 11-2 here in 6.5 innings. The Westerners go 3 for 3 on the week. We'd like to thank you all for tuning in, and also like to thank Fuller Digital Solutions for broadcasting this game. Have a good night.